Hello again, welcome to lesson 2. This lesson is all about plotting shapes. We're actually going to start putting things onto our coding area. So let's move to our document again. Okay, lesson 2, part 1, read the overview. Okay, overview. This lesson explores the challenges of communicating how to draw with shapes and use a tool that introduces how the program is approached in the game lab. The game lab has a 400 by 400 grid. So if you're familiar with doing coordinates in math class, your X is your horizontal, that goes first, Y is your vertical, and that's your second number. So we're going to be using that a lot in order to place things on the game lab appropriately. That's what we are going to be using. So for the sample, so that's all for part 1, sorry. There's a couple here. I'm going to just click on this first one. Now, if we had done this in class, you would have been working with a partner, so I'm just going to walk through this first one with you. So the first one we're going to do is we're going to draw this car, okay? You can notice how there's these black circles. That is the coordinate that you're looking for to be able to draw this figure. Now, if you're doing a square, the dot or the point where you're putting on the grid is the top left corner. Circles, you can see it is the center of the circle. So you have to think about that. Rectangles and circles or ellipses are put on differently. Rectangles, top left corner, circles are right in the middle. So let's take a look. We'll go ahead and continue. So I'm going to just show you how that kind of works. So I'm going to run. So you can see we have colors and shapes. I recommend showing the grid. That kind of helps you out. Each line is 50 to help you put them where they are. So I'm going to start with these blue rectangles or blue squares is what they're set to be. And again, X is first, so I go over, and that's at 100. So my first number is going to be 100, and then down is going to be right at the 150. So our X coordinate is 100, our Y coordinate is 150. So I'm going to select a blue square. So I go over, and you can see down below the show grid, sorry, I'm pointing to it, I know you can't see me pointing at it. It has where your X and your Y is. So again, if I go to 100, there's my X, my Y was 150. And as long as we're close and fairly close, we should get it. There we go. So there was the first one. Let's look at the next one. Okay, the next one, again, I'm looking at that top left corner. This time it's 150. 150, so both are at 150. So blue rectangle square again. So I go my X, I'm watching that X down on the bottom, underneath the show grid, underneath reset, and down to 150. Trying to get them right on. And if I have a mouse, so it might be a little easier again. If you're getting close, just to get the general idea, all right? Let's move on to a couple green squares. So again, X is 50, Y is 200, always horizontal, then vertical. So 50, 200, change to green. Okay, go over to 50, down to 200. Okay, there's the next one. And you can kind of see, so the next one would be 100, 200. I need a new square, 100, down to 200. And then we're going to go ahead and do the red circle. Okay, so again, that's in the middle. So that one's going to be at 100 for our X and 250 for our Y. So the red circle, 100. Y goes down to 250. And there's our circle. Now, one thing I want to show you, I think we're kind of getting the idea of how these go. If I were to do my next tire first, since I already have the red selected, and then go and put my squares, you'll notice that the circle is now covered over. So you need to pay attention to which ones you are putting first, and that's going to be very important when it comes to actually doing our coding. Okay, so now for your part in part 2, you're going to follow the directions to create 2 different designs in the drawing area. Use the grid to help you place the shapes in the correct spots. This is similar to the coordinate grid you would use in math. And that's what I was talking about. X is your horizontal, Y is your vertical. X is first, Y is second. Your mouse location is shown below the work area. Take note that squares are placed according to where the top left corner is. Circles are placed based according to where you want the center. After you follow the directions, again, you're going to take a screenshot and insert it below for each design. So here are your instructions for design number 1. I want you to go through, you're going to put a green square at 250 for the X and Y is 100. Continue and follow these instructions. When you have all 6 figures, I will tell you this doesn't make anything like a car or anything, it's just a design. Put your screenshot down below, okay? Then you're going to reset, and you can try it again. And then you're going to do the second one. Okay, this one has more, but you're gonna do, so here's all the green squares, here's all the blue circles, and then you have a red circle to end with. Okay, and again, put your screenshot there. After you've done that, think about, I already answered this question, does order matter when you're placing shapes? Why or why not? When you move from the left to the right in the display area, think about, are your X numbers increasing or are they decreasing? So if you go from left to right, which way are they going? And then same thing, when you move from up to down in the display area, is your Y numbers increasing or decreasing? So there's 2 screenshots and 3 questions for you to answer on here on this question. So make sure you get those done as well. And when you are done, go ahead and click finish, and you are ready to move on to the next lesson. All right. Again, if you have any questions, you can email me. I will be live on Zoom on Monday. I will send you a new Zoom link Monday morning, so you are ready for that. All right. We'll talk to you later. Bye.